how to actually text girls. Bro, psychologists and red pill coaches on YouTube are trying to make out of you and out of me a second woman by giving tips on manipulations and strategies for texting girls. By engaging in contraceptive sex without commitment, they have become slaves to feminism and want to sell this immoral lifestyle to you and to me, exposing it as some kind of achievement. In this video, I will give you a step-by-step plan how to regain your manhood and find a high-quality girl, even if you decide to do some masturbation tactic in the form of texting with her. My name is Stepan Korovkin, I build strong men. Subscribe to the channel right now and we will begin this presentation. 4 years ago, a girl left me with whom we've been in a relationship for almost 8 years. Bro, I've told you many times how bad and sad everything was in this relationship. You know, it was the very type of relationship in which you behave like a simp. You make a lot of gifts, compliments, pay a lot of attention, eat all this shit in the form of disrespect in your direction which a girl gives you, and so on and so forth. My friend, let's put our hand on our heart and like real men with balls, we will admit with you right now to the whole YouTube, yes, we were simps. Dear Father God, forgive us, for we did not know what we were doing. So, as you probably already know, such a relationship ends according to one scenario. The girl did not get enough attention, gifts, or some other shit, and she basically leaves you and tells you to go shit yourself. Like any self-respecting man, after your broken heart, you go to YouTube to watch a video how to text girls or some shit like that. Bro, and that's where the fun begins. 4 years ago, my acquaintances with manosphere content did not even begin with effeminate psychologists who want to make a second woman out of you and me by suggesting that we manipulate girls by not showing enough attention or not texting immediately or doing some other shit like that. Such psychologists try to point a portrait of a relationship as a war between a man and a woman. Just don't forget to check whose replies time was longer there. Bro, even being in my advanced stage of simping then, literally in intensive care, I needed to be pumped out of simpishness. I still understood that a man should not think about fucking manipulation or some other shit like that. A man should think about his goals and mission, and manipulating a person is not only immoral, but also an unworthy of an adult male occupation. Brother, it's the unsuitable, low-quality woman with whom you should not communicate, by the way, that think about the replying time, push and pull techniques, and other shit. A mature man is busy working on his mission while his obedient wife gives birth to his children and cooks his freaking food. Not only do you make a second woman out of yourself by manipulating yourself, but you also attract low-quality women with such manipulations. After that breakup 4 years ago, my role models became red pill YouTubers like Andrew Tate in the past, Fresh and Fit, Rollo Tomassi, AMS, and so on and so forth, despite the fact that these alpha are ordinary slaves of feminism, which we'll talk about later. They have an excellent understanding of female nature, which in fact I needed at that moment. It was thanks to these dudes that I was able to stop being a beta male and understand that courting a woman with compliments, attention, care, and love is just as disastrous of an occupation as trying to explain to Muslims that their religion does not need to be poked under everyone's nose when they are in foreign country. But that's another story. The credo of alpha slaves, males, girls in the 21st century are unsuitable for building a family. The solution of alpha slaves, males, to engage in contraceptive sex with as many women as possible without commitment. Bro, I agree that nowadays most girls are ordinary gold diggers who want a daddy who provides for their wishes. But first of all, There are plenty of well-mannered traditional girls who save themselves until marriage, want to submit themselves to one man, give birth to his children, and support his mission. My environment is full of such girls, but you won't meet them with half-naked asses on Instagram or in the clubs. Therefore, when a man tells me that there are no more quality girls left, this confirms the fact that he himself is low quality because he is looking in such places, brother. Secondly, alpha males and high quality men are the usual low quality slaves of feminism. It was feminism that brainwashed women and made them think that contraception without commitment makes them strong and independent. These low quality alpha slaves shoot thousands of videos of how not to fall for female shit tests and other stuff. At the same time, they themselves failed the global shit test on contraceptive sex without commitment from feminism, brother. Instead of remaining devoted to the values of the family, these low-value slaves submitted to feminism, sold their soul, and now poison our society with their existence, exposing it as an achievement. The only family model in which society flourishes is one man and one woman. Bro, just use your brain for a second to think about it. The advice of these degenerates is to sleep with 50 to 100 women without commitment in order to find the good one. Bro, what happens if every man follows this advice? There are the same number of men and women on this planet, by the way. This means that every woman will have from 50 to 100 men, brother. Would you like to raise children in such an global orgy? Who will even become mothers, and from whom then? Brother, I have lived this life of a slut, and I tell you with confidence, all that experience of one night stands does not help in any way, shape, or form in the real important things to be a good father and a good husband. It only poisons the soul and leaves a feeling of emptiness inside. These mentally ill omega slaves, alpha males of course, complain that there are few good girls. At the same time, with their advice, they propose to reduce their number to zero. These degenerates are the real problem of the 21st century, bro, not women. I recently had a comment written by some dude, all in caps, in capital letters, something like, "Oh, this guy blames men. If women are guilty, women should be blamed. They want to be sluts themselves." Bro, first of all, if someone communicates with you in capital letters, just know that this person is not emotionally stable. Secondly, I says this in every video, women only do the shit they do because men let them do it. Men lead, women follow. Brother, I don't know about you, but I cannot imagine a more immature activity than shifting responsibility to a woman. The slut problem is solved in the click of a fingers if men are faithful to the values of the family. All that needs to be done is to stop paying attention, i.e. contraceptive sex without commitment, to sluts and communicate only with those women who want to become good wives and moms. This world needs patriarchs with manhood and self-respect who know how to say no to their animal reflexes and stay mentally sober, not immature slaves of feminism who need to hide underground from shame and not shout about their immaturity to the whole internet. Men lead, women follow. What are these alphas leading women in the whole society to? I'll answer for you, bro. To chaos. My friends, I want to give you a gift. If you're ready to stop being a slave to feminism, regain your male dignity, and find a worthy girl to build a family with, right after watching this video, click on the first link in the description and write me a message in Telegram, Masculinity YouTube, and I'll send you a free course. Whew, so dear, with the grief in half, you and I got to the main topic of this video. I congratulate you freaking Leishu, my friend. You can consider yourself a real warrior. While we were going through this presentation with you, we lost a lot of fighters. Some of them wrote an angry comment in capital letters and went to dating site to look for a body for masturbation for the evening. Others went to remember the tactics of ignoring over text or some other shit and try to manipulate women right now. Now that only mature men are left here, we can talk about the real patriarchal values of the family. Before you ask what and how to text to a girl, ask yourself why. What's the goal, bro? The only reason a mature man will write to a woman is because he's ready to become a father. Eve was created by God as helper for Adam from his rib precisely in order to continue his family. As St. Augustine said, if help was needed in something else, the Lord would have created a second man, obviously. Accordingly, if you text to a girl in the Instagram who exposes her ass, you're already operating incorrectly, brother. There are no good wives and moms with half-naked asses on Instagram. Or precisely, maybe there are, but you don't need to try to make a wife out of slut. She's the future mother of your children, brother. Remember it. Until you are ready to become a father, you need to stop texting women. If you feel bad alone or you just want to find a girl for entertainment, you put yourself in a weak, needy position that makes all girls sick. Any other reason to meet a girl other than building a family is feminism and immaturity, brother. You and I have discussed the importance of abundance mindset in the past videos. If a man wants to make a girl fall in love with him and build a family with an obedient wife and good children, the dynamics of relationship must be correct from the very beginning. The only correct dynamic in a relationship looks like this. The man is focused on the mission. The woman is focused on the man. To describe it, I like to give 3 examples about the racers, the cake, and the garden. Imagine Formula One racers with women hanging in bundles around their necks. Do you think that during the race they look in the mirrors to check if the fans are rooting for them well? No, brother, their eyes are fixed on the finish line in order to reach their goal as quickly as frequently possible. The moment when a man shifts the focus from the mission to the girl and how do I make her happy is the moment when a woman loses all interest in a man. You've probably seen this TV show where some slut told how she left her husband after he sold his Mercedes to help her grow her business. She said some shit like, well, why would I need a man without a Mercedes? This is an extreme example of the dark side of female nature, and let's not deny the fact that she's a complete hoe and no normal girl would ever do that. But no normal girl would ever appreciate the fact that you sold your Mercedes to support her business, bro. A woman is biologically designed by God to serve a man. This is why the behavior of a nice guy repels a woman so much. She wants to serve you, not the other way around. And I'm not saying this so that you don't help your wife ever again in your life. No, but understand the dynamics. A woman does not love and does not get aroused from the fact that you take her to restaurants or wash the dishes. She may appreciate it, but it's your obsession with your interests, your goal, and your ability to say no to her that makes her truly wet. Another example that you need to root in your mind to understand the correct dynamics of the relationship between a man and a woman is the cake example. Imagine that your life is a cake. It consists of such layers as financial stability, physical health, spiritual maturity, mental stability. A woman is an optional cherry on this cake, and she wants to be exactly the little beautiful cherry. She doesn't want to be the whole cake. It's too much responsibility for her. This is why a man needs to learn how to be happy alone without a girlfriend. You can already have a lovely cake without her, brother. And if you want to, which is completely optional, you add a cherry on top. You can always chase butterflies that will fly away from you one by one. Mindless chasing after them will not lead you to anything worthwhile, brother. You might be able to catch one, which will be unhappy and will fly away from your palms at the first opportunity. It's not difficult to do. Just run and chase after the freaking butterflies. Or you can build a beautiful garden. It will take many years of work, time, effort, and energy. Eventually, though, you will create the garden of your dreams, bro, in which the butterflies themselves will want to fly and stay forever. So, what do you choose, brother? Tell me. Chase butterflies, i.e., write to low quality girls from dating sites, or build a beautiful garden. Select one of the highest quality butterflies and invite you into your garden. While a man is not ready to live a life without a girl, he will repel any girl with his obsession. Now you understand why to text. Before I say to you what to text, let's look at what you never text. The most important thing is to understand most of the girls are on Instagram or dating apps only for the sake of attention and not for going out. Therefore, this is initially a lost cause, and I myself will not look for the mother of my future children on freaking dating sites. But sometimes there are decent girls there, and every man should know these basics of texting, even if you are not texting with a dating site slut, but with a girl from whom you took a number in the real life. The main mistake in texting with a girl is not double texting, instant answers to her messages, or stupid questions. Bro, I hope you understand that if the girl did not answer, you don't need to write her additional questions again or ask why she ignores you. This is the same behavior of a simp without dignity as calculating the response time instead of being busy with your own business. The main mistake in texting with a girl is to be texting with her brother. You should stop this immature activity. Texting is needed to arrange a meeting in real life. That's it. No mature man will waste his time on texting, and women understand this. Most girls just stuff themselves with self-esteem and are not set up for meeting. You're wasting your time, brother. If she doesn't want to meet up after a couple of messages, then it's over for her. Stop texting her. Of course, some of them will write some shit like, let's talk here first. No, go shit yourself. Of course, you don't need to write to her to go to shit yourself, bro, but you need to make it clear that you prefer to chat over a cup of tea in real life rather than pressing freaking icons on your phone. Your profile with adequate photos is the whole game, my man. When I was in my alpha slave stage, I wrote exactly the same messages as my friend did. While I was answered after 15 seconds with high interest, the boys were ignored or answered after 5 hours with a one-word message. Because the photos spoke for me. Doesn't matter what is said, important who said it. There is no need to spoil the whole dynamics of the relationship from the very beginning, brother, of communicating and pursuing the girl to meet. If she wants to meet, we set a date and time. If she doesn't want to, she can go and shit herself, brother. A woman needs a man to survive, not the other way around. She needs you. You don't. Remember the examples with the erasers, the garden, and the cake. Brother, of course I could give you stupid tricks and tactics, but I want more for you. When you are a grown man with the right values, you don't freaking need all these tricks and tactics, brother. For a high quality girl who is open to meeting, you're one, hey, I think you're pretty, I wanted to meet you and sit in a nice cafe over a cup of tea. Does the weekend evening work for you? Is more than freaking enough. My vision for you is that you will build yourself as a man, live a degenerate lifestyle, and find a quality girl to build a family with. Welcome to the movement of men who regain their manhood and stop being slaves to feminism. we're bringing back the patriarchal values of the family and leading this world, brother. Your next step, my friend, to get a free course is to click on the first link in the description and write me a message in Telegram, Masculinity YouTube. If you need my consultation on solving your specific problem, contact me there as well. Mwah!